Good day, everyone. So today I'm going to look at some land in Stirling Castle, and I just thought it would be good to take you along. So here we are, starting up the hill to Red Hills. It's a really nice community. I do really like it up here. So buying land is something a lot of persons looking to do now, and people really like a land with a view, especially up in the hills. That's very cool, and those are some of the features that this area offers. You know, it's very cool. Right now it's a bit foggy just because of the dust storm that's happening in Jamaica right now with the Saharan dust, but hopefully we can get to see and actually appreciate the land. Now, a lot of people just decide, okay, buying land and building is cheaper than, you know, actually buying a house. But I just think you should decide what is best for you, and, you know, look up both and then make a decision. So you have to decide what is the better option for you. Now, I've written down some things that I think everyone should consider when you're thinking about buying land, right? Because it's not just, okay, yes, this land is a lot of acres and it's cheap. What are you getting for that cost? Is it like a lot of just rocks and mountains that you really can't use half of this that they're asking you to pay for? So there are lots of things you should look on, and that's what one of the first things I think comes to mind is terrain. Now, terrain is just like the physical features of the land. Like, is this just all rock and mountain? Is this a flat piece of land that's prone to flooding? Where is this land located? What are the features of that particular land? What's the soil type like? Can it manage whatever structure you're trying to see? It's very dusty, like it looks so dark outside because of this dust. And there are lots of new developments in this area. It's very close to the city. A lot of malls are close by, and so a lot of persons are gravitating to this area. It's quite developed, so it's a nice area to live. But back to what we were talking about, like some of the things you could consider when buying land. We spoke about the terrain, but another important one is zoning. This is so important. So you can see a plot of land and say, I want to build my house there. But zoning is basically what the government says should be built in this particular area. Now, it may be residential, commercial, industrial area, and you have to find out all of that information before you buy ready to build and realize that that can't happen right here. This may be a commercial area. This may be another important thing that we should note is not just the terrain and zoning, but how much work are you going to have to put into this land? Is it cleared land? Because sometimes there's a whole heap of trees or different things on the land that you don't have to just do blasting, but you're going to have to remove those trees and everything before you even try to build anything on the land, and that can cost you a pretty penny to get all of this done, because you need machinery to do this, so you may have to employ persons to do all this. So you have to take that into consideration. One of the biggest things that you need to know, especially if it's not a developed area, is access. When I say access, I mean access to everything, the things that we need to survive. Electricity, water, roads, you know, service. What is the service like when you go to this area? Can you actually make a call on your phone, maybe at the top of the cliff where nobody else is? Is there water supply to this area? Are there roads leading to this area? Are there, you know, those basic things, are they in place? Because if they're not in place, then no one cares about it but you. You're the one who is going to have to foot the cost to build this road, to call JPS or whoever your service providers are to find, you know, to put all of these things in place. So those are things you should also consider when thinking about buying land to build. One of the things that you must do when when buying land is to get your survey done. You must find a land surveyor and go and inspect that property. It will be worth it in the end. Now, a lot of people, a land surveyor is that person who goes and say, okay, these are the boundaries of the land, and basically describe everything for you, and you get your papers. If you're going to the bank, they're going to need all of these things anyway, so just get it done. And it gives you an idea of, like, is this really a good deal? Because you may say, somebody may come and say, you know, we're selling all of here, but then when you come and draw it out, that's not exactly what's on the title, or that's not exactly what's there, so you need to know exactly what you're buying. So that's definitely something that you should get. Welcome to Sterling Castle. So this is the lot. Have beautiful neighbors, nice neighborhood, good jog, you know. And I really like the community. There's like a ring road, the person's exercising. At these homes, it's a nice lot. So just to link it to the 5 things we mentioned earlier, the terrain really isn't that bad. It does have like it doesn't have like a steep slope or anything. This is reasonable. This is relatively flat. It is obviously a residential area, so we're not worried about zoning access. The only thing I'm worried about is water, because it's a mountainous area, so that can be an issue, but this area is quite developed, so I'm really not as concerned. And you can see that it was cleared recently, because the grass is relatively, it's not as high, so we could ask for that to be done. So yeah, it's really a good lot. The survey that would have to be done when we finalize everything, and then we go ahead and spend that money. But yeah, I do like it. Time to go home. Thanks for watching this video, and I really hope that you learned something. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe from The Realtor Doctor. Bye.